Hey, how's it going, guys? It's me, your Deatho1 here, back with another video. This time I'm going to be showing you basically the easiest way to get money in Farming Simulator 2015. This money method is basically used throughout every single farming simulator there is. It's time consuming, and by time consuming I mean it takes a lot of time, but it doesn't take any of your time, providing you leave your console or your platform on so that it can generate money. So basically what you want to do is to start off, if you start a new game or if you're just working on your own game right now, it does not matter. The only thing that you need to do is get to $120,000 to begin with. I believe it's 120,000, is that correct? 125,000, my bad. So you need to get $125,000 so you can get this solar collector. That is what's going to get you the quickest income, basically. If you're just starting, like if you already maxed out your loan in your playthrough and you're just trying to get some money, then you can start out with something small like a greenhouse, and then eventually work your way up to the solar collector. But if you're starting a fresh game, the easiest thing to do is to go to spawn, or the store. So I'll do that right now. As you can see, we're here, and you're just gonna want to run all the way to your left over here. And there is actually an ATM on the other side of this building here. And you're going to want to withdraw money from here. As you can see, if you check your finances, you can borrow money. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to borrow until you have $125,000. Or if you're already playing a game and you've already borrowed and you can't get to that much, just try to get to $125,000. Save up all that you can, and then when you do get to $125,000, that's where the real money starts happening. So then you're going to want to go to the shop, and under the categories here, you'll start off on this page. There, you can see that little arrow to the right. Just keep going to the right, and you'll eventually get to placeables. Open up placeables, and you will see if you scroll to your right, the fifth one is the solar collector, and then the next one is the wind energy converter. The wind energy converter is the final step, but to start off with, you just want to buy the solar collector. So you're going to want to buy one solar collector, and it doesn't matter where you put it on the map. Personally, I like to put it on the corners of the map just so it's not in the way, because, if you put it somewhere else, then it could be in the way of, whatever you're doing. So to start off, you're just going to want to buy the solar collector. And as you can see here, I've put mine in the very bottom corner of this map, very bottom right corner of the map. You can see I have one there already. It might be a little hard to see. You can see if I zoom in there, you can see I do have a row here. So you're going to want to start off, you'll have one, and that's going to get you $380 per hour. That's not real-time hour unless you leave it on real-time. That's in-game time. So $380 every hour of in-game time. If you have it on real-time, or well, no, just in general, every hour of in-game time, it's $380. Now, what you're going to want to do is once you've placed that, you're going to want to pause, go to your settings here, and what you want to do is you want to turn your plant growth. You want to have your plant growth on, or you can have your plant growth on whatever. But you want to turn plant withering off just to make sure that your crops won't wither and they won't be destroyed. So that way, you can still farm in the meantime or whatever you want to do. And then you're gonna want to also turn the time scale from real time. You're gonna want to turn that to 120 times speed. Now, when you turn it to 120 times speed, that means that in-game time, basically that 30 seconds, well, I should say it this way. Yeah, every 30 seconds of real time is 1 hour in the game. So that means every minute you're making $720 from your solar collector. And now you just wanna leave your game running. Let me do the math real quick right here. Because you'll be getting $380 per hour, so that's $760. That if you turn it to 120 times time scale, that means that you'll be getting $760 every minute of real time. And now if you times that by 60 minutes in the hour, you'll be getting $45,600 per hour. And now you're going to want to save up to get another solar collector. You're not going to want to, unless you really want to sit there and leave your game on for, like, let's see, how many hours would that be? Um, if you were to just use one solar collector and then get the wind energy converter, it would take you 26.3 hours, so 26 hours and 18 minutes to get a wind energy converter, and that's way too long. You're going to want to wait. Because every solar collector you get, you're essentially halving the time it takes you to do what you did with just one, and then obviously when you buy another one, it'll be 3 times as fast and 4 times as fast, and so on and so on and so on. So, uh, because you're getting $45,600 every hour with the time scale at 120%, and you have one solar collector, um, you would need to wait two hours, 2 hours and 42 minutes before you'll be able to afford the next solar collector. And then once you get the next solar collector, you just it'll be twice as fast now, so it'll only take you an hour and like 20 minutes to get the next solar collector, and then so on and so forth. Once you have about 4 or 5 solar collectors, that's when I would say you want to save up for the wind energy converter. I think what I did is I think I got to about 8, and then I got the wind energy converter. Let's count how many I have down here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So I got 8 first, and then I started getting the wind energy converter. And now the wind energy converter, this thing gets you $4,000 per hour. And real time, if you have it at 120 times the time scale, then it's going to get you $8,000 per minute. And that's a lot of money, including with your solar collectors. If you were getting $8,000 a minute, that means after 1 hour, that's $480,000. And that means only after, 3 hours, you can afford another wind energy converter. That's solely with just the one wind energy converter. That's not also including your solar collectors. So with your solar collectors as well, you can start to afford it real fast. And basically, you will eventually get yourself to where I am, where you have a whole stockpile of them down here, and you just keep buying, because the more you buy, the more money you make back. And you can obviously still play the game like normal. This will collect just on its own. There's no maintenance required for these money-making machines, the solar collector and the wind energy converter and the greenhouses and that. There's no money you need to actually, there's no repairs you need to make on them. And so, as you can see, you can get money real fast. You can see right now I'm getting $91,000 every 30 seconds of real time. That means, I'm getting $182,000 every minute of real time with the time scale on 120 times. Oh, I'm getting 95,000, you can see. So I'm getting, $190,080 every minute. And that is with, let's see, how many collectors do I have? So that's with 23 wind energy converters and 8 solar collectors. Once you have enough solar collectors and you get the wind energy converter, I would suggest just continue to save up until you can get another wind energy converter, because that's going to get you way more money. With the 8 solar collectors I have right now, even with 8 of them, it's still making less than one wind energy converter. It would take over 10 of these solar collectors to equal the amount of wind energy converter makes. And so really, you're losing money compared to what you could get if you were to have the wind energy converter over the solar collectors. Because if you have 10 solar collectors, that's $1,250,000 you spent, and the wind energy converter, one of them is 1.2 mil, so you're already saving 50 grand, and you're making more money off of it. So it's just overall a better idea to get, a couple solar collectors and then just leave your game on, and make sure that you don't have auto shut off on. And if you do, make sure you have it on set on like 6 hours or 8 hours or something long enough that you can make enough money so that when you come back, you'll be able to buy another one and then go back to inactive and leave it in the background and then just generate money over time. This method does obviously require, leaving your game on. So if you're not really into that, you could just leave the game on to 120 times time scale and just go collect the coins, or the collectibles, or even just play the game normally. But just so you know, you're not kind of, I guess, wasting electricity, if you want to say, or wasting time. You could also be productive in the game instead of just leaving it on in the background. But I would personally suggest leaving the game on in the background, because just leave it on when you go to bed. You wake up, you got a huge stack of money. You just buy more collectors. Obviously, right now when you're at the place I am, you can just play the game normally and you'll make a ton of money. So there's no reason for me to leave the game on anymore. You really just have to leave the game on for maybe a day's worth of time, and that's when you can just, and next time you come back on, you won't have to leave the game on. You can just play it normally, and you'll make a lot of money. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, favorite, share, and subscribe if you did enjoy. Make sure you go check out my Farming Simulator 2015 tree climbing glitch. It's a pretty funny glitch, especially when you first find out about it. It's hilarious. I know when I did it by mistake, I was laughing so hard for so long. But yeah, make sure you go check that out, and go check out my friends' channels. The links will always be in the description below. Keep it real, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.